Hello, how are y'all doing tonight? I might be getting some others joining me in just a little bit, but welcome. Another Shiny Developer Series live stream. We're going to be doing some Shiny tonight, although it's going to be a lot of package refinement as well. Maybe, if there's interest, a little mini unboxing as well. And always having fun along the way. So if you're new here, my name is Eric. Been doing the whole podcasting thing about R for a long time, and then I've been doing streaming since about a year and a half now, and just sharing all my dev adventures in the Shiny space and the R space in general. And 2022 has been an interesting...
Mariah_streamer rated my stream with 5 viewers.
And I don't know why that count thing is still broken. But anyway, thank you, Mariah. Just finished another great stream of hers, Tidy Tuesday visualization fun, and yeah, so we're gonna have fun tonight. At least I always try to have fun. Got a couple minor enhancements that we'll make with the Shiny Learning package, but the biggest enhancement is we're going to rebrand it with a better name and hopefully with a logo, which somebody in this chat has contributed to quite nicely. So we'll get that going, and I'm definitely motivated to get this out the door pretty soon because, to be fully transparent, this is probably, I'm 90% sure, this is what I want to base a conference talk at our studio conf about, is about this effort. So I do have other maybe backup plans, but this would be a nice opportunity. So anyway, let's get to it, shall we? We'll get to all that in a little bit. Let's get my fancy setup here going. Let me see, what am I playing now? Am I playing the... okay, we're on Rainwave this time. So first, a special hello to everybody attending. UnicornCoder, hello, and Dr. Daniel Chen. Yep, you are fully entrenched in Canada now. I was watching the fun pics of your move and your cross-country trip. Oh, you're kidding. There's no music? Sure looks okay to me, but let's check something for a second. All right, well, I will do some debugging here. Let's see what I broke. Where's my control? Well, that might have explained it. Okay. Yeah, we've got maybe some problems here. Let's see, maybe not. No, that should be fine. Anyone else besides UnicornCoder can hear the fancy music? It sure looks good to me, but not the song changed, of course. All right, so something did break. Oh, not again. Okay, let's try switching it up. All right, we're gonna switch to that. Let me play it. Let's see about this goes. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. All right, I'm going to switch the volume a little bit. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so more music shenanigans. I have 2 sources of music. And apparently, if I'm not careful about which one starts first, it goes completely kaput. So, more than you ever wanted to know. So we're going local tonight in terms of my setup. And that's how we know. I haven't made that alert better yet, but anyway. Yep. Thank you. Thank you all for catching that. So there's a couple things in process with Shiny Learning I want to get off the ground. But the biggest thing, let's do the fun one first. Not that all of it isn't fun, but the one that I think will be most fun to all of you. It's time to rename this thing. shinylearning just isn't catchy enough, right? So about 2 weeks ago now, I mentioned this, probably live on stream actually. And UnicornCoder has been very kind to propose a lot of great suggestions. And then I replied back saying there's about 3 in particular that I think are good candidates for it. And frankly, the censure was this. True to your visualization prowess, you have given me a really awesome logo. So, if nothing else, we are going to call this project shinybrain from this point on. And what I think I might say as a rationale for this, on top of being a cool name, is that, you know, it takes a bit of brain power to make a Shiny app, right? But also, it's reinforcing the fact that it is just seeing the end product doesn't show you how the app grew up or how the app kind of gained knowledge, so to speak. And as we live our lives, we of course absorb a lot more knowledge through school or other things like that. I'm just rambling here, but I'll find a better way to say it. But let's call it a shiny brain. So I'm gonna make the call now. It is official. The package will be named Shiny Brain. Just comment that here. There's some logistics I have to do to sort this out, so we'll start doing that now. And let's do that. Yes, UnicornCoder is very kind right now. She is asking, do you want the PNG full size? You bet I do, yep. My goal is to put this in like the package down site, README, all that stuff. So yes, I would love to have that. Whether we get to that tonight or not is another story, but at least I'll start the textual renaming of things, just to ease our way into this. So, where do we start? We start with our handy dandy description file, if I can find it. Yep. Here we go. Shiny brain it is. Oh, you're kidding me. I don't know if y'all see this, but the GitHub Copilot thought I was doing some kind of like web alias or something, which is bizarre. So we're going to deactivate Copilot for now. We don't need it to... What? Well, yeah, I'll just disable it here for now. Okay, all right. That's bizarre. Let's start filling this out a little bit. All for the documentation piece. Not sure why there's an extra comma there. Alright, I don't have an Orchid ID. I probably should, but I just never got around to it. Maybe I do somewhere, but yeah. Alright, we need to do a license for this. Okay, let's get going here. Create a fancy terminal. Now use this does have, yeah, they're telling us what to use. So let's load our package first. Nice. All right, now let's. Well, I'll throw it out there. I'm not sure. Yeah, Tan, if you're on, what license do you typically use for your NFL verse packages? I hear MIT is the one that gets used most often, but it's been a while since I've released one of these. MIT, yeah, let's go with that. Yeah. It's usually pretty permissible from what I recall. MIT license, let's see that. Yep, perfect. That's what we like to see. Now, one thing to note is, I've mentioned this maybe in passing on the other streams, is that as of now, this probably won't be going on CRAN anytime soon, mainly because my biggest dependency or imported package, Brochure, is not on cran either. So unless that gets to cran, this probably won't be able to go to cran. But that's okay. I would be just as happy on the GitHub stuff. Oh! I got to catch up on this. So Dr. Daniel's maybe a doctor of a different sort now. Then you just got back from having a coffee meeting with my master's students, and you are capable of giving life and career advice. Well, yes, you do give great advice, even to old timers like me. So you're doing something right. So that doctorate is paying off. Yes. All right. So I think that's about all I need there. Okay. So the description, I have to obviously flesh out what the package does and everything, but I'll get to that later. Okay, so now we got the rebranding done here. What do I have to? Maybe I need to do another document just in case that everything's seamless here. Okay. What is our? Yeah. Okay. Yep. It's got some stuff changed here. That's good. So the other piece of business is the showcase app for shinylearning, and we've been kind of working on this a little bit the last couple of weeks, but I haven't really fleshed it out yet. Is the Shinysaurus app. So let's first make sure that that works correctly. Shinysaurus. Okay, good. It does work. Let's pop it out here. Just curious if dark mode toggle works on this thing. Oh, it kind of does. Just the nav bar is horrible, but we'll have to work on that. But yeah, page 1. There it is. Yep, cool. We're good on that front. So we need to clean up this a little bit.
Wait a minute.
No, we're good. We're good.
Oh joy!
I don't know why it does it twice, but it does. Okay, so what I was starting to do the other day on the other computer, which I apparently forgot to commit everything to, is a second page. Not how that works, so. Well, Big Pot is here. Hello, how are you doing, sir? Always staying up late. I love it. Oh yeah, you are. Or, yeah, I am a little earlier this week, but or you mean you were early? I don't know. Your schedule's a bit different than mine. Okay, let's get a second page in here. It's been a lot of stuff I've done behind the scenes too. Whoops. Shinylearning. This is a lot more elegant than it was before, and this will be a good test to show you all what I've been.
Well, I'll fix that.
Ah? Didn't I Oh no! Wait a minute. I committed a big boo-boo, folks. I did not pull down the latest changes from my repo. Uh-oh. This could get ugly. Yep. Oh no, I can't believe I forgot that. Alright. Oh boy. Okay, Been a while since I had some Git shenanigans on stream, but we do have it now because I was silly. Yep. Now, what I can do is I can remove page 2. I'm okay with that because I have a new one anyway. It's Shinysaurus, page 2. Yep, oh wow, look at you. Wow. 10 is on it. Crazy. Okay. Yeah, I was going to do the stash, and I wasn't sure how I was going to handle it afterwards. But yeah, stash. For those that don't know, Git stash is a way for you to take, these modifications in what's called your staging area and kind of like put them aside somewhere where it looks like you didn't do anything. But then you can bring it back afterwards and merge it from what you're about to pull. So this will change things a little bit. Get stash. Yep. So now you see my changing area. These are just new files here. That's why they show up here. But the ones that were modified are now gone. Now we're going to do a get pull. Yep. You can see all the changes. I've been working on my personal laptop for most of this in the last few days. Which, by the way, it's looking a bit empty right now. This is my XPS 13 Dev Edition, but you can see we gotta rectify this, especially before RStudio Conf. Gotta give me my stickers back on that. And speaking of which, you didn't ask for this yet, but I'm in the mood for it. How about a little unboxing, shall we? Not really unboxing, but yeah, I have thought about that, Tan. This is like a label decal kind of cover, but I want to pivot it. That would be great. Okay, let's get my phone cam going. Okay, so got an envelope here. I was a beta tester for our studio's new sticker and swag portal. So I have not opened this yet. This just came today. That's a nice looking plot there. Oh, a GG plot. That's a GG. That's like a art. That a lot of you are maybe better at making the generative art than I am. So nothing on the back, obviously, but oh, data learner. I think you may have been trying to post a link or something. Sorry for that. Yeah, DJ. Yeah, Daniel Navarro. Yeah. Okay, first sticker, the Tidy R shiny, like the reflective one. I love this. This is sweet. That's a good one. What else we got here? All right. Ooh, the dplyr one. Yeah, this has been one of my favorites. Love it. Just love it there. By the way, don't get any ideas. That is not my address on there. That's just the USPS nonsense. I'm not that silly. And there was something else here that I was... Oh, okay. Here we go. This is a shiny pin. The pin, yes. I've heard rumblings about this, so that is going to go on some shirts later for sure. Looking forward to that. Anything else? Oh, that's it. But hey, this thing, I gotta protect this because this is gonna go bye-bye if you know who sees this. This is good stuff. Yeah. Yep. So the two TidyR and dplyr stickers and a nice postcard with, I'm sure, a ggplot inspired generative art, and that is awesome. All right, let's go back to our fun stuff here. And by the way, for those that are curious, how did I pull off that seamless switching between the source view here and the camera? That's a phone camera using Video Ninja as the as kind of the protocol to stream that. So, yep. Okay, so let's get back to it, folks. Thank you, Tan, for helping out Data Learner. Much appreciated. So what link did you share, Data Learner? Let me take a look at that. Oh, creating dynamic reports from your Shiny app. Oh, this looks pretty neat. What do we have here? Okay, this is some I do quite a bit for some of my apps at work. I may have to let's skim through this a bit. I'll probably digest this more after the stream here. Yep. Oh yeah, I have lots of thoughts about the whole saving the things people do in apps, but the reports are definitely important. Ooh, penguin report. Okay, let's try this in action here. Okay, let's see if I can turn on dark mode for this one. Oh, kind of, yeah. Alright. So we're just gonna... Yeah, we just keep this as default. Got a table. Oh, they even have a... Oh, wow, they even have a Learn Art quiz here, maybe, or something. Maybe I'm not sure if it's a Learn Art. Maybe, yeah. Ooh, this is pretty fun. Okay. Look at this. 2 report options. I'm guessing this is just straight R Markdown, but then we have an officer report. Woohoo! Ooh. Okay, let's do let's see what the PDF looks like. Bring your report. Yep, nice little progress bar there. There's a lot of processing to have, especially with the PDF stuff, so that can take a little. Okay, we got it. Let's see what this looks like. And there we go. We got our penguin report. Nice. Okay. Yep. Good. 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 Let's see. Here's what we do. Word. Ah, so that's when. Oh, we could do both. Well, let's see what the officer report looks like for this. Gonna have to drag this on screen here. I don't have Microsoft Word on here. I have LibreOffice because I am Linux, remember. Hold on, I gotta resize this a little bit. Nice, that's a... You know, if you have to be in the Word ecosystem or the Microsoft ecosystem, Officer is a very, very important package if you're in essence forced to be in that world. So yeah, really love it. Love the app. That's good stuff. Okay, let's go back here. Just skim through the rest of this a little bit here. Yep, our Markdown. That's Approach. Lots of good resources. Yep. Limited options for PDF, and then there is Officer. I think Officer deserves more attention, although it is certainly not going to get a lot of mind share because if you're able to choose your stack, not many people, especially data scientists, are probably going to want to choose to do Word documents when they could do the rich experience of HTML. But like I said, there are those of us that are kind of forced into this that Officer has been a huge help for us. And then there's Office Down that tries to merge the two together. Maybe that's a strong way to say it, but I haven't done Office Down myself yet, but it's definitely something I'm going to look into. Okay, yep, shiny widget. Yeah. I remember I was searching a lot on Google for the various things. Cool. Well, that's a great find. Thank you so much for sharing that, Data Learner. That is slick. Really nice. I'm going to bookmark this right now before I forget. All right, where's mine? Okay, we're going to do a lot of fun tags for this. Of course, it's the R tag. Markdown, shiny. We have a shiny example in here. If I believe this is a share again presentation, so we're going to throw that tag in there. And then we have Officer. Yep, that should do it. Okay, where was I? Back to the code here. Okay, I think now we're at the poll step. Now we're gonna do the. I have to scroll up in the chat for Tan's advice here. It was get stash apply and then merge. Okay, yep. Thank you very much. Let's get that done. Okay. Auto merging description. Oh, that's very nice. Very nice. Okay. So I don't think I have merge conflicts here. I think, yeah, isn't that? Oh. I've had so much get nonsense in the back in January and February. This is a welcome development not to deal with those. Of course, it's just me doing it, so that probably explains it. Oh, I don't know. I'm just a lucky guy tonight. That's ridiculous. Oh, goodness gracious. Good. All right, so now we should have our page 2 back here. Yep, we do. Yeah, now if we run the app, we should be able to. Let's just load it.
What happened? No, it ain't no mystery.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I refreshed the Docker file, and when I forgot to pull it down, it wasn't going to do it. So anyway, just throw it in tonight. There we go. That's important. I'm going to show you why. Okay, we're back to normal. Now, when I open up page 2, in fact, I have it open here. Actually, maybe I'll reopen it just in case. Now, when you look at this file, it looks pretty good in the sense that it looks like I kind of just typed this out. Now, back when we were first developing this snapshot feature, it would take the first, you might say, page of the app, like this one here, and then we would basically kind of not straight up copy it, but we would parse out what the functions were called versus the body of the functions. And thanks to Daniel's and Tan's help immensely with that snapshot shinylearning function with some Erlang quasi quotation tidy evaluation wizardry, we were able to dynamically change the name of the function to mimic the new snapshot name but keep everything else that it is. But the problem of that was that the end product of it was an unstyled holy mess of just like almost like a single set of maybe 3 lines, but like no wrapping at all. Really looked like a machine did it. Well, not anymore, because what I've worked on the last almost week now, just off stream, is a way to style that output afterwards. And I went through a couple iterations of this, but I figured I'd just talk through it to share the perspective on it. A lot of this stuff remains the same that we did before, just copying directories. And then this is where the Erlang magic happens here, where we get the left-hand side, the right-hand side, and we kind of just stitch it all together at the end. And then it is, where is it? So after we write everything out, if we have a flag now that says, do you want to style the code afterwards? And if we have that as true, Ihwesia's format R package, which is definitely not a new package, but a pretty powerful one, has a set of functions tidy underscore source or tidy underscore file in this case. And then there are some arguments to tweak how it styles. Now, to be transparent, I had tried the styler package first for this, but would never really get the file the way I wanted, whereas format R gives me a few options when it does the styling, like do I want function arguments to be on a new line every time, or what's the indentations, like the number of spaces. But this is the big one here. The maximum width of a line, give her, a rough estimate of it. So this is saying for 30 characters is like that pseudo max that I want. And because of all that, Now you see that this file, no line's going to be wider than 30 characters. And with except a couple oddities here, like these, you know, values for choices here, this is way better than it was before. So I'm okay with this now. If the user wants to style it more on their own afterwards, so be it. But this gets them where they need to get to, in my humble opinion, of course. So still some stuff here, like why does this render plot have the brackets there, but that's okay. Like all this is good enough for a first version of how the file is styled here. So I'm okay with that. But it was a lot of trial and error with like the styler package and then stumbling on format R to take care of the rest. So an adventure to say the least. Always an adventure when you learn these things. So I wanted to try something kind of slick here to show, like for this example app, I want, like we'll load it again. Let's just do that. Let's just run it again. Like I want to take, oh wait a minute. What's going on here? Something's fishy. That should not look like that. Or should it look like that? Oh, it does. Okay, yeah, I tricked myself for a second. I want to have like maybe 3 snapshots of this. The second one is going to start building kind of like the dashboard layout that I have in the real Shinysaurus app. And then the third one's going to look almost exactly like what I have online already, which, to refresh my own memory at the very least, is not that thing. You know I'm getting older when I have to search my own repos. Shinysaurus, let's show you what I'm trying to mimic here. I am trying to mimic this interface right here. So we got a ways to go combined with this Explore interface. So we're going to start with the Explore thing, but I kind of want to put the boxes on in a pseudo way before I get to like the main event, as I say. So we'll get there. So what I want to try now is work on page 2. And then page 2 is going to have its own R subdirectory, because each of these each of these snapshots is like a self-contained app. And one thing that the RStudio team has done with, or the Shiny team has done with Shiny itself, is give us support for, where did I put it? Did I close that tab already? Oh, rats. Okay, I'm gonna find it again. Yeah, let me put it on again. Studio.com, articles. Let's turn on dark mode for this one. This is the thing right here. Even with your app not being a full-fledged package like in Golem, which is of course one of my favorites, but we're not going to do Golem for shinybrain stuff. You can have a R subdirectory, and Shiny should be smart enough to just automatically load any .r files that are found in that directory. So before, maybe in your app, you would do a bunch of source statements, like source whatever. That shouldn't need to happen anymore with this. I want to test that out and see if my intuition is correct here, because that's another win for Shinybrain if I can mimic each of these snapshots to be as close to native Shiny format as possible. That's the goal here. So let's try that out and see if that works for us. Close this out. Oh boy. Okay. We're gonna create a new file. Two. Alright, okay. Okay, so we got a util script in here. Oh, we already had it. Oh, silly me. Yep. I'll get to what this use box function is supposed to go do. In fact, maybe we just finish this off now. So there's a reason for this. I want to make these box elements in the app.
Thank you for the follow, Dungeoneer3.
Oh, thank you very much, Dungeoneer3, for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome. This is my coding adventures with a package that produces Shiny apps. So it's definitely a Shiny stream tonight. Okay. By the way, for those that know who that is, I am back to playing Final Fantasy VI, the Pixel Remaster version. I just got it on Steam about a week and a half ago, and all the memories have come back. That is the best Final Fantasy ever. Anybody want to challenge me on that? You have your opportunity, but you cannot beat the depth of it, the retro look of it that has now been spruced up quite a bit in the Pixel Remaster version. Oh, it's just amazing. I just finished the opera scene. I won't spoil it, but that one got me. That one got me pretty good. Okay. But FF4 is good. Line here, yeah. Welcome, by the way. FF4 is definitely right up there. I still have fond memories of Golbez being my favorite RPG villain ever growing up. Just everything about him was so just evil in the good way, I guess. Okay, so this use box thing, I'm going to tell you what this is about. We're going to try and approach that my good, might say one of my best Shiny friends in life sciences, David Granjon, has done with his book, which should be in print, I think now, actually. Outstanding User Interfaces with Shiny. I did a little bit of learning with this book way back a few months ago, probably longer now. I'm going to try and approach that he outlines here, where you can take a dependency of another package, like a component of it, and then be able to use that only instead of like using the full package itself. So that probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but we're gonna try out their approach here with like a custom box function that they do in this. Now, but okay, before we get there, Daniel has a big announcement to make here. We're gonna highlight this for sure. Your thesis is done, baby. Oh, awesome. Thank you for letting us know. I know that's been quite a journey to get to that very final product, even after the defense. So, congrats, my friend. Kudos to you. I need some like victory sound alerts. I don't have them yet, but eventually. Wonder if I did put anything in there about that. No, that's the other one. Okay. Yeah, that's an awesome feeling. Totally agree.
Who's ready for story time with
our podcast?
baby?
I don't know if I have the most interesting story tonight, but I do have some for sure. Okay. Well, this is fresh in my mind because of me being on site at the day job today, which I'll probably have to do slightly more often now, which I have mixed feelings about. So like many orgs now, we're in a situation where, yeah, we've been fully remote for a couple years or a year and a half or so. And now they're like starting to bring people back in, you know, bring that collaboration, you know, all that stuff. Buzzwords. But anyway, we had meetings with, of course, some remote guests today, and you would think that if an org, and this is not just my company doing this happens to a lot of places, but you would think that they would be prepared to have the tech all ready to go so that there are no crazy debugging nightmares of people getting the conference room, like phone system set up, connected to the meeting invitation, and getting all the audio working. You would think, well, no, that was an epic fail today, where the calendar entry wasn't updated correctly, and then the project manager was scrambling trying to figure out how do we handle this, and then it wound up then that somebody used their own laptop. In this case, the project manager used her laptop to connect to the remote person. And then anytime one of us had to say something, we had to like walk right close to the laptop and talk. It was like we're in 2022 and we're still dealing with this craziness. Just epic fails. And then every time I tried to tell, you might say, the admin people in IT, just general IT, about this whole collaboration software suite of like, well, you give us all these tools, but nobody knows what to do with them when something goes wrong. There's like no guide, like even in the room, like on a paper or something. And they never get around to it. And then it almost happened to me in the last meeting of the day where I had like a couple remote guests and it was just me and my colleague. I'll name drop him. His name's Michael. He's a fun guy. We have very different personalities, but what I like about him is that he is fully Emacs to the core. So he's doing Emacs, I'm doing RStudio and VS Code. We always have fun debates about that. It's a good time. So anyway, we didn't have debates about that today, but I'm sure it's coming later. So we were in that same situation where the meeting room that we picked was failing. But then I was able to do some digging, and apparently Microsoft Teams has a feature that when you're got the meeting invitation pulled up on your Teams thing, there's a link that says call a room. And I'm like, oh wait, does that mean it can connect to the room that's in here? And sure enough, it did. So now me, the shiny R geek data scientist stat dev person, just figured out something that almost no project manager or meeting organizer has figured out in the time that people have come back. So whether anybody actually, I'll probably tell people about it, but it's like, I should not be the one that has to discover this stuff. That should have been discovered well long ago when they were redoing all these rooms, they were redoing all the TV stuff, all the video stuff, all the phone stuff. Nobody actually did anything about it, so I'll share it somehow. But, with probably a very fun question, UnicornCoder is asking, how many hats do I actually wear? Well, that's the thing, is that I'm just one of those people that if I get annoyed enough by something, I will find a way to solve it, even if it is just me frantically Googling like the whole way through. But it was irking me, the pains people were going through today, and I was about to go through it. So there was another mini story in this where in a building we used to work in, we had a very fancy big TV for showing the video, of course. But then the IT group took the remote away. Like, we had this big display, but then the remote was gone because they hardwired it to some little control panel, not unlike my Stream Deck, but just a very basic thing. But they never told us how to use it. So then me and the AAs on the floor there, we were trying to figure out how the heck do we do this, because I was getting peeved by it, and when I get peeved, I want to do something about it. Ended up Googling the manual for that TV, finding the part number for the remote, and we ordered it off of Amazon. And then a couple days later, we got it. I put it in the room. I then printed the part of the manual that talks about the remote and how you switch the inputs to like the right, the right setting for our room itself. But that's another case where that's definitely not what they paid me for. Anyway, because it was just annoying me too much. But that was back like 3 or 4 years ago, and apparently nobody's learned their lesson either. So they would take away remotes, I'd buy it. Of course, I'm not coming out of my pocket, for goodness sakes. And then we would take it upon ourselves. So now we don't even have that room anymore. We don't really have a fun space for all that. So I find you have to find ways to amuse yourself in these situations. But I hope I don't have to keep doing more of that this year. I got enough going on. So, okay, back to this. What I wanted to try in my toy app here was to do a box function, kind of like what's going on here with this dashboard depths thing. Where did David's? Let me pull that up. Okay, required space, shiny dashboard. Oh, I know where I was getting this from. He links to a great example of another package that does this. Where is it? Yep, shiny widgets. This is what I was looking for. So Shiny Widgets has a function where they let you use BS4- stuff without you necessarily calling BS4-. So that's where I was copying a lot of this from before. Now we're not going to have all these parameters. We're just going to do a little copy pasta action here. All right. Now we don't want to do BS4-, we want to do shiny dashboard. Is that what it's called? Let's see. I got. Okay. Yep, dashboard page. Okay. And then we just want to copy these three, throw it in here. Probably need to name the arguments just in case, and namespace prefix it up the wazoo. And we're done. Okay, so I do have this package, don't I? No, I probably don't. Let's get out
That
of
is
this
ridiculous.
first. No, it's not ridiculous, Hank. It's not ridiculous. Okay. Have it.
Whoa.
No,
That'll
I don't.
leave a mark.
Yep, it will. Alright. Let's get that in here. Okay. That was not cached apparently. Alright. So now let's refresh our memory here. Shiny dashboard. Dashboard page. Alright, well, it's the typical ones. It's header, sidebar, and then body. I think we got it now. So this use box function is now in this R subdirectory. And now what if we want to actually use this in my main app? Okay, so tag list. Oh, okay, so they form a tag list from it. So that's where we're gonna mimic that here. Still the edit. Now, box. That's not the box we want. That should, instead of doing dashboard depths. Actually, I don't think we need this because we're going to use that use box at the top of the app, which will be right here. Should be able to just throw that here. Wow, that's random. My Steam just wants to do a self-update now. Now, why does Steam want to update so much lately? That's because the Steam Deck is out in the wild, and it is really cool, but they're iterating on that quite a bit, so I'm not going to do that now, of course. Never do software updates during the stream. If you know nothing else from me, that's a disaster waiting to happen. Okay, so my dashboard box, I want to use that in my UI here. Status. Okay. I would be absolutely shocked if this works right the first time, but you know, we're trying. Okay. Of course, this will be fine. That's just page one. Now here comes the fun. Yep. Can I? Oh, okay. Find dependencies. That is from HTML tools. But, you know, that error is actually quite meaningful here. Do you know why? Because it executed that. It executed that function without doing a lot of fuss. So that actually might, that's already a victory.
Get back to work, you slacker.
Oh, I'm not a slacker.
Oh, this is turning out to be a total waste of time.
I will add more to it. I know some of those have been repeated a bit, but you know, it's still, it never gets old. Try that again. Yep, they are a rough crowd. Okay, a different error here. And of course I can't type word for look. Okay. Where was that? Where did I? Right here, of course. Okay, we're getting farther. Yeah, maybe I need to bring the positivity meter up a little bit. Some positive vibes, as they say.
What a load of garbage.
No, stop it, Skinner.
No!
Alright. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. All right, that is awesome. Oh, that is, oh, that is awesome. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. That's the first time I've done that. Like, I've read about it. I've never actually done it. And that opens a ton of possibilities for some other stuff at work. So that's a cool little win. So, yeah, purple. I'm not sure where they got that from, but, you know, shiny Ipsum does the trick there. Okay, so now we got the proof of concept working. Let's make it really valuable here. Where I don't want it to be like that kind of box. Let's stop this.
What is this? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm stopping the map, of course.
Don't ask.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so we've got to put everything inside it. So that's where we're gonna do a little styling here. That would be first. We'll put the infamous 3 dots here. Dot. I can put title. Status equals status. Okay, that's better. And now we're going to fold this into here. All right, indentation seems okay there. Yep. All right, let's give that a whirl. Oh, congrats, Tan. You have submitted some updates to one of your packages on Cran. Let's hope that everything goes smoothly there. But I imagine when you update a package, it's usually smoother than when you get a new one up there from, again, that's just anecdotal observations, even though I haven't really done a lot of Cran stuff lately. I actually think there was a site called Crantastic before UnicornCoder. I want to say I've seen that before. But yeah, maybe it's in my old memory banks here. Okay, page 2. Yep. The border doesn't show up, but it's definitely here. Like it's that thing is in. Well, let's blow it up a bit. Let's see. Yeah, cranberries. I definitely have seen cranberries. In fact, I had that bookmarked for a very long time. Okay, so it's hard to see on here, but there is a box thing here. In fact, we should be able to use the width argument because I want to make that the full width. Let's do that. So we could test see if this works.
I got so many problems, I don't even know where to begin here.
No, I don't know either. All right. Yes, I think we got it. Yep, that is the full width. Just getting crunched up in VS Code. Let's blow it up a bit. Yep, yep, you can see the width here. Okay, perfect. Now, I don't want this box. I want a different box. The box I want is from VS4 Dash. Let's get rid of this. Because I want to start mimicking what they do in the box setup there. So do I have VS4 Dash in here already? I do, yes, okay, I do, yep. So VS4 Dash, their box function. Yeah, what David did in the massive rewrite to VS4 Dash was to make the syntax as close to the Shiny dashboard lingo as possible. So while you could do the function VS4 card, you can just do box instead. And that's where I want to use some of this stuff. So but I know we got to highlight this because Tan knows exactly what I'm talking about. He went to this extensive rewrite, but it broke a lot of things. And yes, I have been in that situation. I have a situation where my most major production app is using the older VS4 Dash, and I am not upgrading it until I absolutely have to, because that is going to be a massive rewrite and I just don't have the energy for it yet. But because of RMV, I can lock all that down no matter what, and I choose when that's upgraded. Yeah, so that's been talked about before. I've mentioned it. David's even mentioned it in my interview with him a year ago or so, that it was a necessary thing to do. He tried to document most of it, but he knew it was going to be painful. But see, that's the thing, is sometimes his experiences like what he did with VS4 Dash, I've had other situations where some things in the Tidyverse got updated, and ooh, Nelly, did I pay for that with Erlang stuff. If I didn't pack rat things back then. So when you do production stuff, you're going to see this eventually. The environment changes from under you. You don't know what changed until you really analyze it. But honestly, as I start developing the workshop materials, there is going to be at least one section dedicated to RMV with Shiny, because to me it is that important. If you're not doing that, you either are completely doing your own management scheme, or you're just a lot luckier than I am. But I've never been lucky in those situations ever. So, whew, memories. You're bringing back the memories, Tan. That's for sure. Okay, so I want to change this to, instead of Shiny dashboard box, dash box, and then the use box, we're going to change this to VS4 Dash. You know what? Wait. I'm not following my own advice here. We're not going to do anything else until we commit this. So I have a safety net if I go crazy here. Let's first get the description stuff sorted out. Package is now shinybrain. I did some stuff behind the scenes with my alert thing. Let me clean up something here for a second. Git ignore. Iron. Yep. Perfect. Oh wait, no, I don't want the exclamation point. I just want that. Okay. And then that should change things here. Yep, perfect. So we've got that. Sound. Oh, I didn't put the git ignore in there. Oh, okay. Let's amend that. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna commit this part. Binary box element Shinysaurus. Okay. This is gonna give me a restore point if I absolutely go bonkers with this, so that's why I wanted to put it in now. Let's get rid of this. Okay, this. Okay, page 1. That, okay. Okay, so now we're gonna change this to dash. And in fact, that example from Shiny Widgets, actually, this might literally be all I need here. Yep. This literally is all I need. Alright, that should be there. Okay. Whoops, I had too many of those. Okay. No, I'm not gonna make the old school thing optional, so that'll be false. Okay, I think that'll take care of that. Ooh, this is a fun one. Secret of Mana, that's got a lot of nice remixes out there. Haven't played that game in many, many years, but I have fond memories of that too. Now this, PS4 dash. Actually thinking I will just turn this into the dots because I want to name those myself. Okay. Now the fun begins. Title, status is the same, and this is where collapsible true. I like to specify these just verbosely for my own sanity. And then maximizable. Alright. Let's see if this works. I wish when I close the tab of the app it would actually stop the process on its own. I have to Control C it. Story. Alright, let's see what I did wrong. Oh, did I not call it right? Let's see. VS4 page unused arguments. What are you talking about? Okay, let's see. Don't tell me this is an older version of VS4 dash. No, it's there. Unless they've changed. VS4 dash page. Oh, look at that. It is a change that they made. Okay. Yep. So there's no old school argument anymore, so we can take that out. Okay. We knew there had to be a reason for it. Just had to find it. It's not nav bar, it's header. That should do it. Yep, you always have to read the docs first when you see that, otherwise
Get back to work,
don't
you
really know
slacker.
what's going on there.
Aw, crap.
Alright, we're fine, Homer. We are fine. Now, let's make this bigger. I admit, in almost every app I've made, this box feature is probably my MVP of like basic functionality that all my apps must have. I am completely spoiled by this little toggle here. It is so nice to organize your UI this way. I've even mentioned this quite clearly to the fine friends on the Shiny team about this, that this is a feature I use a lot. This whole maximize thing is nice too. So there's lots of cool things we can do with that. Just getting some. Change it up. I'm gonna change the playlist a little bit. Hold on, please. There we go. Okay, that's a huge win for me. Even if that's all I get to tonight is getting this box thing set up so that I can start making the app look more similar to what I've done with Shinysaurus, the real deal. So that is slick. Really happy about that.
Well, I'll fix that.
Oh, I did fix it, Mo. I did fix it.
Joy.
Not Mo, Krusty. Gosh, I can't get my Simpsons characters right anymore. So let's commit that. Do I have any cruft here? Oh, that's pretty straightforward. Yep. Alright. This for dash. Oh, I always forget to check that in. Nice. So, the gist of this is that the app, Snapshots, can have its own R subdirectory, and it just magically works. Like that, that's pretty neat. Because Brochure treats each of these snapshots individually, so it's like these mini Shiny apps inside it can have a lot of customization. Now the thing is though, if I copy this snapshot to another page, I don't think it's bringing this directory for the ride, but we're about to find out. Let me just do a load all just in case. Shinysaurus. Now I do need to figure out how to suppress these warnings. So these warnings are coming from format R. When it tries to, I guess I got a warning there too, tries to do the styling and it can't find a suitable cutoff in certain situations. So I've got to figure that piece out a little bit now. Oh, that's beautiful. It took the utils function. Perfect. Oh, yes. No need to do any custom hacks there. It just took everything for the ride. That is beautiful. That's exactly as I intended it. So now page 3 should look identical to it, and we'll find out. Yep, page 3 should look the same as page 2, just the plot's different. That's random, by the way. Good. That's less friction for the user. So the idea is that the user just calls that function, and then it just, everything magically transforms over to the right place. That... No, Bob, it's good. It's not...
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Nope. I think it was Dave Lerner or others were suggesting we're gonna bring some positivity to that eventually. yeah, Krusty's gonna have to deal with that. Okay. So I'm not gonna commit that part. I'm gonna remove it temporarily. But it's nice to know that actually worked. Wait, where am I? Probably the wrong part. I wonder. Page 3, you're gone. Okay. Oh, that's exciting. Like, you all those random, maybe not so random errors I would get before in the early stages of this and trying to figure out all the copying, file operations, the modification. All that investment starting to pay off now. Like, that's how the snapshot function is supposed to work. And now the key is just updating it to make it easy to use, which I think it kind of is right now. But just the examples is the next major thing. So my vision of this is that they will have the Shinysaurus example app that's ready to be viewed at any point, but that the vignette of the package will actually talk through how that works in practice. So one vignette, one example app. I think for an initial version, that should cover it. And of course, they gotta do the README, make it, very transparent what the package is doing, what it's for, why the heck would anybody care about this. And I may even pull up one of Jessie Mastapak's tweetorials that she did. Was it back in end of last year, where she went through a basic app and kind of did tweets showing different screenshots of the evolution of it. That's what motivated all this. So I feel like I want to reference that in the README as like, why did I even want to do this? That was honestly one of the biggest reasons right there. So. Okay, past 11 here. So probably going to wrap up here, but there will be no stream tomorrow night because I'm actually giving a talk. It's a worky kind of talk for my day job thing, but I'll be part of a panel talking about some interactions we've had with the FDA for one of my major projects. I'm in this one here. But yeah, there's little old me there. So that should be fun. I'm not sure. I bet you the tickets are full now. Let's see. I guess it never hurts to try. So if anybody does want to listen to this tomorrow, it's at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. So those of you on the west side of Canada, like a couple of you are, definitely... if you're interested, check that out. otherwise. Hexagon, do you mean the one that UnicornCoder you're talking about? Talking about this one right here, right? Or are you talking about something different? But like I said, I want to use this. I want to put it in the README. I want to put it in the package down site, and we will get that in. I just wanted to get the plumbing finished tonight, and then the README is going to be updated probably off stream, and then next time around. Oh, my image picture. Oh, that. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. I sent that before I got that nice hexagon one. So going forward, when I have to share like a little biopic, I'm going to take that hex version. That was really nice of you to do that. Yep. Yes. Yeah, maybe I will submit the full-size one. Yep. Yep. Okay. I think, yeah. Let me, any outstanding commits here I need to worry about? Nope. We're good there. Oh, did we push yet? We haven't pushed yet, have we? Definitely need to push now. Okay. Yep. That should do it. Let's go ahead and check. Oh, that's like a pull request thing. Let's see. Yep. Add DS4 dash version of box. We have 78 commits on this. Probably get to 100 before we get this really released. So nice little magic number. To contrast this with some other things I've been doing, my big app at work has over 2,500 commits over the past 4 years of development on it. So I'm one of those people that does a lot of commits. I probably should do more like squashing and rebasing, but I've never really done a lot of that. So I feel like I need to start learning it to be a better version control citizen, I guess. Okay. I think with that, we'll wrap up here. So we got a couple things accomplished. First, the package will be called shinybrain, and I will rename the repo and all that stuff off stream. We got the importing of an element, a shiny element from a different package into a main app without explicitly using that package, which literally opens up like a boatload of possibilities for me later on and some cool stuff. And then yeah, I think that's a big win here. So I will bid you all good night, and like I said, I'm definitely geeked out about this little oh, it looks terrible on here, but the shiny pin. I'm definitely gonna be using that very soon. So all right, y'all take care, and enjoy the rest of your night. And if you do attend that little meetup tomorrow with BBSW, definitely come say hi. Otherwise, yeah, we'll see you on the interwebs at another time. So bye bye everybody, have a good night.